All right. Some of you novice out there that don't have a massive stream like I have, don't understand the buildup to the amazing performance that I'm going to be putting on. So you need to relax. MHM. You are ready. Are you ready to launch? I don't think you're ready. I don't think you're ready for this. All right. I hope I say we got audio. That's what I'm so DJ has delayed shipment of my new O4 Pro antennas. Not sure. Yeah, they're um it's MHFA. I'm freaking moderating you, dude. You are getting to be moderated. That means you are going to have great responsibility. So it's like once you turn blue, you now have to behave. Uh but possum, yeah, I feel for you. Hey, you have to I've really learned patience. That's the best way to explain it. Is I've just had to be more patient. Guys, look at how long I waited for this Air 3S. Oh my gosh. Okay. You know who's not backed up, James? Canada's not backed up. Uh, I went to the smallest town in Canada that I could find, and I I started to buy drones. Uh, let's see if I can show you where my purchases are coming from. Let's see if I can get this up here where you can see it. Alrighty then. They're so friendly though. And they actually put together their own drone packages. But DR Drone Canada is just a little company in Nova Scotia, and so if you watch Oak Island, I should have been throwing them some Oak Island jokes. Are you going to find my drone like you find the gold? Is it going to take 12 years to get this drone? You guys that are Oak Island fans, oh my God, I watched the last episode, the last one, not the last episode. That thing's never going to end. But a brother, yeah, I'm guys. I grew up in American Canada. My hometown is. I actually grew up in a little suburb called Little Canada in St. Paul, Minnesota. That's where I'm from. Long time. Well, the area. I'm from east of St. Paul. We were a farm family out in the. But I grew up. Part of my parents split when I was a kid, and we lived in town, and my dad still farmed. My dad was a farmer for all the way till I was 18. But anyway, I was basically in Canada. So if you're familiar with where Minnesota is, and my sister has a cabin up in Duluth, so that's even further north. I've been there a bunch of times. I've flown all of my really good camera drones. If I still have this one, when summer hits, which there is a possibility, it depends on the. I'm thinking I will because the Mavic 4 is going to take forever. And did you see how long it took for the Air 3? So, anyways, this is the company that I'm purchasing things from. And yes, they have they kind of have. Let me show you here. They kind of getting a bad rap. They're if you look at their channel art, it's like old stuff. All right, you're gonna have to excuse me. I'm holding a beef stick, so as I talk about these guys, I am gonna eat this thing. It's not supposed to be good etiquette, but it'll keep me quiet every 30 seconds. So this is drdrone.com. We'll go ahead and we'll paste that in the chat. Um, and yeah, this is where these are the people that I've been doing business with. Everything's been very fair. I did have to pay $55 for customs and duty to get it through Canada, 55 bucks, but I'm not paying sales tax. So I'm actually saving a lot of money by buying it from these guys. I bought a just to give you this is the what I did and why I did it. So if you go in their products and you go into their Mavic series, you go to Air 3S, okay? So and I'm going to go into why the Air 3S is what I believe is probably the best drone you could literally buy with very little exception. There's just nothing out there that can do what this thing can do for what it costs. I mean, it's in its own world. But what I bought 1 inch. I mean, guys, I am selling everything right now, not because I need to sell it to buy this, which is probably true. Um, it's that the 1 inch camera is becoming the standard. This is not 1 inch. The Pocket 4, let me tell you something, is going to be out before you know it. And if I have a Pocket 3, which is literally my best camera, thing just takes care of me, just like my Pocket 2 did. I'm just saying there's no reason to hold on to the 1/1.3. This thing's got a 1 inch main camera, which is superb. Um, so there's just 50 megapixel. We got a quad bear stack, 1/1.3 on my secondary camera. 10-bit D-Log. This thing is excuse me, guys. It's not. This has nothing to do with the beef stick. It has everything to do with um. I'm a I'm a I'm an educator, and there's a sick kid right now that decided to come to class every day this last 2 weeks, and he's given me the plague. I told him, I said, don't come to school if you're sick. They don't care. He said it was allergies. That's why I've got a freaking pneumonia. But so some of you guys already have experience with the Air 3S, and I am soon to have a ton of experience, and I'll probably hold it for quite a while. And this is a good thing. Eat, chew. You still have your Pocket One. Good camera. It is. It got my channel started, and the thing that's cool about the Pocket, the gimbal cameras, is that sorry, I'm gonna put it down for a minute. The thing that's good about the gimbal cameras is they were created to be kind of an all an end all a be all end all, and it made filming so easy. You still have to do a lot of messing around with these. This one's a little overexposed. Mavic 4 or Mavic 4, the Action 4 a little under. So, but the 1 inch is like for some reason the light gets just brought in perfect. Now, I think the original Pocket is a 1/2.3. I think it's a 1/2.3. And then they went up to half inch, and then they went to 1 inch. So that was kind of, my printer just kicked on. But that's kind of the stages that they went into. Hey, Paul, let me get you. Appreciate you, Paul, joining us today. The other thing is, is that I haven't really had what I consider a true camera drone experience. Now, yes, the Flip is a true camera drone. There's no doubt about it. It's got a great camera, but everything else about it is not. Um, as awesome as it is, the price is awesome, the camera is awesome, but it doesn't. Okay, if I do, so say I want to, I'm going to go to the same location and fly, and I get behind that little, the hill with the cave. Excuse me. If I get behind the hill with the cave, the Air 3S knows how to fly back dynamically. It can bypass that entire hill. It can fly around, fly over, fly home smart. The 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 Flip can't. It can't do it. It will get to some solid object and stop, and then it will hover there indefinitely. So, I mean, it will go into return. I mean, I understand that. I can still hit return to home. It will fly up and over. But with the Air 3S, you just get that peace of mind, and it even adds. And then it adds the lidar to it. I literally could fly into the cave with the lidar. I'm sorry, guys. Into the cave, and it will basically create a model, a textural model of the inside of the cave. So anyway, hey, thanks for joining us. Anyway, yeah, my thanks, not you. So anyway, this is DR, DR drone. I don't know what the DR stands for, but this DR in Nova Scotia, Canada. Someday I'm gonna go visit. I mean, the beautiful part of Canada. I mean, Nova Scotia is gorgeous. Older parts of Canada, Toronto, excuse me, are part of that. So I'm tickling my throat now with that stupid thing. Here, let me finish it. Now I have no more distractions. All right. So what I did, before I just look at some other things, why it's really important, let's see if they have their packages in here. Here we go. Okay, so what's cool about these guys is these guys create their own custom packages, and these guys are a drone repair. So DR is stands that's what it stands for, Doctor Drone. There we go. I probably have been mistake. It's Doctor Drone, not DR, but anyway. That's what it looks like. But they're the drone doctors of Canada. So if you need repair, I mean, they're all authorized repair. So which is kind of nice. So these are the kits that are available. So what these guys did was they created the perfect kit for somebody like me. I bought the N3 kit because I don't need another N2 controller. And I can take my extra N3 controller, I can package it with something like the Flip. And now I have two N3s. One will go with the Flip, one will go with the Neo when I get rid of them. So they'll all be packaged. All of my drones will have a controller when I sell them that will work with them. So it's kind of a nice little deal. And then I get the extra batteries. So the only thing I really need to buy is a case. And I'll probably go buy probably not a hard case. I'll probably go buy an Air 3S case that somebody's selling because they have a hard case. So I'll probably end up paying too much for that. That's my Air 3 flew 4 miles back to me with return to home. Oh yeah. Yeah, I have been when I've gone up to the top of the Red Mountain. I think this one should actually make that journey. When I've been to the top of the Red Mountain, I've actually gone past the edge of the cliff, and immediately once you get past the cliff, it's lights out. I mean, you got rocks between you and the control center, and you have freedom. It's not like you want to do that. but you have that peace of mind that when that happens, that you're not going to end up with a with an orphan controller, you know. So because that's what will happen, you'll end up with a controller orphan. So, but yeah, so and these things fly so long. The battery life is so good that if you have two batteries, you have so much time. You've got the fact that it's light. There's just so many really good. So, anyways, they have a drone combo. Here's their drone combos here. And they have a couple of different ones, which I thought is cool. This is the everything you need combo, which is actually a pretty good deal. Three batteries are it has the R2 controller. It comes with like the ND filters, $1,600. And it's just like this one. What else does it have with it? Oh, they added the power bank. They added the Type C and a card, and you get a lanyard for the and a case. So it has everything. It has a cover for your case, so anything you would need that's an accessory. So it's pretty good, $1,600. So it's basically $62 more than the regular kit. But I bought this one right here with the extra battery. Uh, I'm gonna have a freaking for the first time. I'm actually gonna have a landing pad. Oh my gosh, I just don't. I probably need one. So, anyways, and then of course it comes with an SD card. I thought that was good. I saw extra battery, SD card, and then you know I get the H. I get the mobile H. Oh yeah, James can see that far. Oh, I've known him for so long. That guy literally has eyes that are better than an eagle. East Coast. I would say that James's eyes are up there with possibly the James Austin, the Bionic Man. So, and only people in this chat, okay, the only people in this chat that know who James Austin is are people my age. So this will be a test. So check that. Yeah. So Bionic Man, James Austin. All right. Here's a test. Hey Jerry, how you doing? Yeah, Jerry, I'm going to count on you guys. You new guys that are coming in that already have the experience. These things are not easy to get. You have to have a lot of kahunas to order them, and we're used to order them straight from DJI. And you might it depends on the shipper. These guys are saying Dr. Drone is basically saying that um, that FedEx has been the best at making sure things are showing up. Um, and they have the best, system of getting things through without losing them. So, and they said that's what they do. It was $55 for shipping everything. Drone cost 12.20 plus 55 is what I paid for it. No tax. No tax on tits. No tax on drones. So you're waiting for the Mavic. I'm gonna get, dude, man, James. I'm waiting for the Mavic 4 Pro too, but I'm not gonna. But the Mavic 4 is not gonna come until well into summer. They're actually thinking that it's going to be at the beginning of next year. It's that far out. I mean, it's in. There's going to be reviewers that are going to have it. Say we do get it for spring. Say we get it for May. Do you know if long? You know how far off that is? You know how long it is for a drone reviewer to sit around until May? That's too much time. And I've got a bike to do right now. So this weekend I'm probably going to work on a bike review. So, but yeah, I'm like I said, we're going to definitely have a lot to talk about when it comes to that. I'm big into photography. I'm big into great control. I know that no matter what the day is going to bring me, whether it's cold, whether it's wet or damp. windy, that I'm going to be able to fly every day. With any other drone, it's, and I'm checking my phone, then, oh my gosh, it's windier than 4 miles an hour or gusts 15 to 10. Like, no, I'm not flying. I'm I'm patient too. I'm super patient. Unique Q500, yeah. It's we've gone a long ways from that. Yeah. Yep, that was quick, huh? Isn't it amazing how drones have come past since the unique, period, when those Q drones were out, or there's we've gone so far. Um you ordered a Air 3S. The Okay, so the Specta Air is actually a very good option too. So they were actually running an 899 special. And if you think about what you get with the Air 3 for 899, because the Specta Air is basically an Air 3 with an R2 controller. I mean, you can have, the best of all worlds. Two my 1/1.3 inch cameras with the 70 mil and the 25. I mean, it's just awesome. I'm just excited to be able to get that 70 mil friggin' those 70 mil images again. There's so many things that you can hit, photograph with that depth. I've taken pictures in the smoke. I've taken pictures in misty conditions. I've taken images, in just about everything. When it's been like drizzling out, nothing will basically get in the way of your flying the Air 3. It basically is a mini Mavic. And um yeah, the LiDAR is, that's just LiDAR is icing on the cake. There's no question about it. The LiDAR sensor. And right now, let me get you here, standard moderate here. Um, Josh, I got you there as standard moderate. But the LiDAR just is just that little extra added kind of bonus. I don't know if I'm going to do a LiDAR test. It's really neat. I don't know if I need to, but it'd be really fun to do one. Do a little testing on it, and I know I will be a little, butt puckery the time I do that. It's just props, but it's still scary. But yeah, and it's so compact. I mean, the drone's only this big, you know, and then you had that giant bulbous camera on it. But first thing I got to do is get myself a bag to throw that stuff in. I'll probably have to buy a charger now. There's another $100. So I can go to DJI for that. They're really good about getting that stuff out. Um, they'll air it. So, hey Josh, do you want to share the where you guys that have gotten your Air threes S's? Would you share where you basically purchased it from? Did you purchase it directly from DJI? Did you go to Adorama? Did you go to B&H Photo? I won't use Adorama or B&H Photo because they don't take PayPal. I like PayPal. PayPal gives me a lot of options for purchasing, and they also give me lots of I get lots of like feedback. I get, shipping information, all kinds of stuff. I love it. And then I can monitor all of my accounts. So, oh yeah, a live stream, that I can do that. I could probably do that. That would be kind of fun. It would be. I have that's something that I haven't done in a long time, and I could do that. I actually could do a live stream at the park. Um, that I've been flying a lot lately because it's just convenient for me. Because I can hook into their Wi-Fi there. I've got access to their heavy duty Wi-Fi, their 5G coming out of there. We actually have some pretty good 5G now in my town. It's getting better, but I don't know about live stream better. It would be nice to be connected to a network. Yeah, Air 3S is tiny. It's tiny and it's just compact, and it's just so amazing. And then, like I said, when you fly it, I mean, you got a day, you know. That feel old school with the 2S. I've been looking for 2S deals. The 2S has got a 1 inch camera sensor too. And there's going to be a time where there's going to be two Air 2S's out there for 550, 575. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you, Josh. Yeah, it did. Yeah, I'm surprised. Did my stream elements? I need to check stream elements a little bit, but thank you so much. Thanks. I really appreciate that. Yeah, my channel, guys, my channel has been doing really well. It's been kind. Okay, you know what's really been nice this year? It's guys, it's not. It's basically I'm still running on the same. I'm running on fumes. Okay, so basically what goes into the channel comes out of the channel. I don't. There's nothing. I don't make. I don't go. It's like when my wife sees my account and she goes, "Hey, you should be able to paste." And I'm like, "No, no, no, no. This thing takes care of itself. It's its own little ecosystem." So that's the cool thing about it is it's something I can share my love for stuff. The only thing that I'm charging myself is time. This takes a lot of time. So you lose time, but you have to learn how to manage your life. That's the big thing about running a channel. So hey, Bill, DJI. Five, yeah, good. I've been very DJI, by the way, has been very good. Okay, here's a question for you, Bill. Has DJI called you up directly? I'm just curious because they've started to do this. I've noticed that they've called people if something is delayed that they'll have a phone call and they will talk to you. I don't know if it's a human being or if it's an AI bot. Sounds human, so it makes me feel good. But I like that. I like good customer service. By the way, these guys that I'm showing you right now, those guys right there, they called me today too. But so if you want to know who these guys are, here, let's do this right now. They eBay. Let's see. I'm just trying to see. I've been I'm selling stuff. Let's see what these guys. Let's see. Hey, thank you. So yeah, one of the guys, I buy and sell the drones that I fly. This is actually one of the people he just subbed my channel. If he was on right now, thank you. All the drones that I buy and then I resell to people, they are literally they literally have 3 flights on them or 4 flights. That's all I fly. That's it. I'll go out. I'll fly it a couple of days. Now it depends on the drone. The minis, I've flown a lot of minis, so it's just I want to just experience what the camera's like, check the app out. Is there any functions that are better or different? For example, with the FEMI, you get some tracking features and some AI features, and that's the reason why you get that, and you don't get the DJI version because you have those auto features. That the more expensive drones have. So that would be the reason why I'd get a FEMI or another drone of that type. I actually, if you saw my toy drone that somebody's, when Armida, you know, when they come and say, "Hey, would you do this drone?" I look at it, I'm like, ugh. My head always goes down. I'm like, oh my gosh, then I think about it. I'm like, you know what? There are a lot of people that fly drones, not just expensive drones. I've got to fly drones that got me into the hobby, and then give people a real idea of what it would be like to fly that. And from my perception of flying many other really high, very expensive drones. And one thing I am learning is that the toy market is really starting to understand the drones are getting better, The cameras are, they're still so-so, but the quality of the images is getting better. The battery flight times are getting better. It's slow, but you have to understand they're using a lot less expensive stuff, to make them. But for a kid, if you think of the unique 500 that you flew, and then I'm thinking of the stuff that I had to fly to get into this hobby, it was just we are so much further past that. I remember my first GPS drone I flew. It was a little cheap X aircraft, very inexpensive. I think if it was $120. To me, it was a lot, because I was new and wasn't spending a lot of money for them. And I remember when on my first GPS drone that I pushed return to home because the drone, I wanted to see what it would do, and it flew home and landed. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's like part of the excitement. The only thing I think I said it in the Armida, the S20 video, is that I think at this point in time, for safety, almost all drones should have a GPS in them, even if it's sub 250, just because it will save flyaways, or it could prevent flyaways. And flyaways are where you can, like, I got a notification the other day from my neighborhood thing that I got on my phone, and they found two drones on the steps at City Hall. Well, it's probably because they had found flyaways. No, none of them were mine. and and they just flew away from a kid or from an adult, but they wouldn't be flyaways if they had GPS. I'm just saying they wouldn't. It's very difficult to get a flyaway with a GPS. So, all right, I got to slow down my mouth here. I got to calm I got to talk less, because I'm telling you, I got nabbed with the freaking, I don't know. I'm hoping that my body can fight it off. So, let's see. The mini that was concerning the mini. Let's see. Let's go back up here, Bill. Sorry. Did I moderate you, Bill? Okay, you ordered directly from DJI and it came North Carolina 5 days. Yeah. So the drone weight matters. Okay. So let me go to my main here. But the weight of a drone matters. And so if it's heavy, I forget what the weight category it goes into. Then you get the bigger batteries. Like FedEx has to, they have to process it, with batteries, anything with lipos, so they don't like, air, because everything's got to go ground. They have to be properly labeled and things like that. But here, let's see. Never, yeah, I did a live chat using, excuse me, the controller with. Okay. You're talking about the feedback. Yeah, no, I get actual phone calls from DJI, and they say, "I'm sorry, sir," and I don't know if it's they're just familiar with my channel and they know that I bought a lot of stuff from them. I think that's part of it. Um, over the guys, you have to understand that in the past, if they just look at my channel, I have purchased, oh my gosh, tens of thousands of dollars in DJI drones, and they haven't given one to me ever. And I am like the golden goose to those guys. I give them free advertising. And but of course, I get my piece of the action through ad revenues. And the nice thing that actually just added is this is what I really like that YouTube just added. And I know I'm jumping all over the place. YouTube just added a feature where I can pick out commissions from certain places, so I can earn a little commission and not have to be part of an external thing. So, there's nothing worse than having to monitor 14 different sites for commissions. Now YouTube will monitor the commissions and then add it I mean, they'll probably take a piece of the action, but I don't mind that. I like the simplicity. So everything's getting better as far as, hey, Anubis, how you doing? I'm the reason why DJI got banned in the US. Doubt it. Dude, I have never done anything at all to to put myself or anybody else in harm's way. Not one thing. I'm respectful of other people's space and property. Um, I know you're probably saying, some of the things that, flying a little bit far or flying, the top of the mountain, Red Mountain. Um, Technically, the Red Mountain flight is extremely legal. It is completely within the realm of many of the rules. So I'm not doing anything to harm anybody. I'm not flying over property. I'm not interfering with people's lives or hikes. I'm not, I haven't had one single aircraft touch a rock in all of this time, with the exception of, the toy drones, the piece of crap drones that took off on me. But they landed in the middle of nowhere. So there's a difference between what some idiots are doing and what I show. So, and then there's things that you don't see as well. Things that meaning that anyway, things that make it look like it's edgy, but it's not. So you bought too much from DJ. Oh, yeah. I thought you're talking about what I do with my drone. I gotcha. Yeah, I buy too many things from China. Dude, this whole room here is from China. I think the Chinese ought to give me a free trip to Shenzhen. Guys, I'm telling you, if DJI or some little drone company said, "Hey, come to China and visit and have a hangout," I would be there in a second. Why not? I'm part of their consumerism, and guys, it's all about consumer, give and take. We get just as much out of it as they do. We're building technologically from their lead at this point in time, but it doesn't mean that, believe me, our federal government and the US drone manufacturers, we're doing okay. We understand stuff. I just wish that we would create our own consumer products. I'm so upset because I would so much, and I think you guys would be the same way. I would so support a native, an American drone company that puts out that kind of quality. I would be so on board with that. I would change my background to a huge flag and I would promote that every single day. I'm forced to buy stuff from Canada. Isn't that crazy? I feel like I'm doing something wrong. Like I'm going to Canada to get something that is completely legal. But um, I ordered the Fly More combo. Yeah, I usually order those. The reason why I didn't get the Fly More combo is I have to economize right now because of because of the Mavic 4. Okay. So that's why I went with this right here. Guys, I could easily buy the Fly More combo. So easily have bought it. It's a great deal. The price is good. It comes, in the same size box pretty much. But this one has two batteries. The only thing and I'm not even going to use that controller. I'm just going to recycle my R2 controller, fly the Air 3S with my R2 that I already have, and then take that extra controller and put that with the flip. Put the other our other N3 remote. I see N3 remote with the Neo, and then I'll sell the Neo as a package. I'll sell the Flip when I'm done with the Flip as a package, and then I'll be stuck, and I'll be ready to go I'll have no problem with the Mavic 3 or Mavic 4. I should be able to knock out both this one and the Mavic 4 without any problem. Most reviewers don't talk about what they can and can't do, but I've got a lot of things going on. It's not just this. I've got bike channel going on. I just got guys. I'm getting bikes in the mail now. I just was sent a $700 bike, and yeah, I sell them. That's one of the ways that you make money. You basically get gifted something, because that's how I get paid. I don't get paid by a check. I have to actually, put out time and effort. And then I get a piece of that action back. That's kind of how it works. So the bike channel helps to support the drone channel. The drone channel helps to support the bike channel, and people love both. So I was thinking about separating them. I still do have that other channel, but the bike section is still it's still work. I'm still working on it. When I get it to monetization, I'll spin them off and separate them. But it's a lot of time. So is the flip a keeper for you? No, guys. Hey, guys, drones are not a keeper for me. Period. Okay, this is I need you need to understand this. Okay, okay, think about this. Okay, guys, technology is a temporary piece of time, right? And what I like to do, and this is how I think, is I need to time out the time that technology is interesting and valuable. Okay. So the Flip is a great drone. I kid you not. I probably will fly it a long time. But when the Mavic 4 comes out, my attention has to move to the Mavic 4 because that is going to have some new tech that I'll be interested in. And I'm a tech channel. So it's not about me not liking the Flip. There's a lot of reviewers that keep all of their drones, and I don't see why you would ever do that. They will. Well, what happens if I have to do a comparison of one? I'm like, I can compare. I can use my old footage, and so I when you if you keep your tech, I'd say longer than a year, the value of it starts to decline. And if you want to just keep trying out new drones, and one way to do that is to sell your old tech when it's still valuable. So because there's other people that want to fly that too, and they'll pay you almost as much as what it's worth to get that. So you lose a few bucks, but you'll get most of it back. That's why you can't hang on to tech. Guys, I have a computer right here I just bought. I bought it last year. It already needs to be replaced. It's an i7 with an AMD graphics processor. It can run my channel. But as far as video and the amount of crunch time, guys, when you crunch a uh, a 4K 60 video, it takes so much processing power, and then you need to be able to store it. It's so you have to keep up to date. So anyway, that's my thought. I mean, some of us, hey, we fly for a long time. Now, can the can the Flip last? Oh yeah, the Flip will be relevant for 3 years, 4 years. There's no question about it. So it's not about whether it's relevant or not. For me, it's whether I can fly the next thing because there will be another Flip. There will be a better Flip, just like the guys. There will be a Neo 2. I and everybody's going to buy the Neo 2. Okay, every single one of you guys on my channel that has a Neo is going to buy the Neo 2 because it's going to be better than the Neo 1. And when the Mavic when the Mini 1 came out, everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, this is the greatest drone ever," right? But then the Mini 2 came out and they're like, "How could it get better?" And then the Mini 3 came out and they did it. They kept making it better. So the Neo is just going to keep getting better. So as technology, you bought that computer a year after. Yes, it's not new. But it's a great computer. Guys, I have 4 computers sitting at my work in a stack that I don't use anymore because I can't use them. The processors are not fast enough to deal with the files that I'm crunching right now. And sad to say this, Kai, but the computer that keeps crunching files and is able to do it is the Mac. My M1 processor Mac can just obliterate 4K 60 files. It just doesn't have enough RAM storage. So my next computer, we'll see. I don't know if it's going to be an HP. Um, but it quite possibly could be an M4 Mac because I'm going to need that kind of processing power to crunch files. It just needs. I need more power, Kai. We need more power. Yeah, yeah. I don't remember what MHM. I don't know what I paid for my Mavic or when I sold my Mavic 3 Pro for, but I did pretty well on it. At the best, I lost $100 or $200. Guys, if I can get out of a product and get a bunch of good flight time out of it, really start to know it and the technology around it, and I can get out of it. Like this Air 3, this is a slam dunk no brainer for what you pay for it. It is the best tech available. Okay, there's no guys. There's no guys. There's nothing better than this out there right now. This thing, with the exception of the Mavic 3 Pro, the Mavic 3 Pro gives you the telephoto lens. This one doesn't have it. Okay, but this is perfect. I mean, the only thing it doesn't have is a case. And guys, you can always find a case. There's 100 cases, and then you can wait. I usually wait till until the drone gets old enough, like say when it starts to become less relevant, like when the Mavic 4 comes out, the cases will drop by $10 or $15 in cost. And you'll be able to buy a case for it. I'll probably buy one before that, but I'm really cheap on what I pay for when it comes to cases. And we got FPV still. I know, guys, we still got FPV stuff. Right now, I have to shift my attention to this. I need to know what this does. I have to. It's part of what my channel's about. I need to have an Air 3S experience, and this is a really good deal. 1,200 bucks. Like I said, I'll throw my R2 controller with it, take that controller, repurpose it, or just sell it on the open market. I've got an N2 back there. I've got an N2 controller back there just in case I buy an aftermarket drone. So those are a dime a dozen. So, I keep a controller just in case I get a drone only, issue. So the real issues of the lack of adjustable aperture, right? Um you get you as a the photography people really totally they understand that especially when you're filming where light is low, you need to have control of the light. That's where we get into throwing ND filters. Now with this one, I'm going to have an ND filter for it. I'm going to have to get an ND set for it, and that'll be more money. I'm hoping that I'm hoping my friends, at the ND filter groups, I'll maybe do an email or two here to see if I can find some ND filters, some aftermarket filters. I usually only use an ND32 at the most, just to get some stops, to get some stops of light to get me to keep from that getting that, especially in the summer. Gosh, get that, and then I want to fly this with goggles. So I'm hoping that we could get goggle flights with this, which would be another thing that would be fun. Get a little bit of, because, but yeah, wildlife, looking and getting, just getting any kind of meaningful photography. This thing is going to take care of that, what we call meaningful photography. The images coming out of this are going to be damn good. And for the places I fly, I've got to get good images. There's just no question. But anyway, that's the kit. It might not be the kit for you. I think many of us, the kit. Let's. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry, guys. For many of us, the kit could be the battery kit. So if you're doing inspections or something, to me, it's all about. I don't want to use my phone as a controller. I don't. I'm so past that. So when I get the Mavic 4, it's going to be really expensive. It's going to be one of those drones where I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I just paid this much money for a drone. And it will be absolutely mind boggling amazing. And it's going to make this one disappear. So your garbage too, meaning goggles too. Yeah. They love you. But yeah, there's so many of us. I don't like accessories. I usually stay away from these packages, but this one's kind of downright. I was thinking of just getting a drone, buying an extra battery, but there you go. I've already spent the money, and then I'm gonna have to pay tax on it, and I got an SD card coming, which is great. I don't even know what the size of the SD is. Um, let's say, yeah, 128 cost nothing for them guys to get that. Was that $11 they threw in there? But anyway, I'd like to put these guys on the map. If you know, we're talking 7 days. I mean, it's not going to get here, and everything depends on shipping. Always depends on if they have stock somewhere close by. These guys, it's going to take a while. It's going to get stuck on a truck. It's going to have to cross the border. The Canadian Mounties are going to have to freaking check it out and dust it for fingerprints, and then it's going to get on another truck and it's going to be here within 3 days at that point. Usually takes about 3 days from the point it disappears. um I think uh FedEx usually does a pretty good job at updating, but it usually does a pretty stuff comes pretty quick back east. I would rather buy it from the West Coast, but I can't get anything from the West Coast. So yes, the flip, there's something about the flip. Be, um, the flip is light. I think it's within a weight. Yes, I didn't even think about that. The internal storage. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You don't need a card. Guys, that 48 gigabit internal storage is so much storage. I mean, most of us were throwing 64 gig, 65, 64 gig cards in, and we weren't even filling those up. But when you start crunching the 4K 60 video, which is going to be what I do with that, um, the files get pretty tough. And yes, can't tell you how many times that I've been flying and I like swapped cards and I like say I was going to fly a toy drone and I just grabbed one out of one of my other drones, reformatted it, threw it in there, and then I forgot to put it back. Next thing you know, I'm like, you know, but yeah, I'm ready for this one. I think it'll get me into spring. I've got some places to fly it. It'll give me some things to do that are more relaxed. I'm not going to be thinking too much about I throw my Pocket 3 inside of my bag, throw the drone in the bag, and then I just go. I don't have to have anything extra. I won't take multiple cameras or, I won't take multiple drones. I'll just take that. Two charged batteries. So I need to think about where I'm going to get my battery charger. I haven't even looked. I should probably do that pretty soon. But all right, what do we add here? Oh crap, we're already at an hour. Holy Toledo! How did I go an hour already? Yeah. Everybody, what do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of that that thumbnail? It's pretty good, wasn't it? I have a lot of fun with those. I keep telling you guys that that I have a blast, and it's weird how these things just come to my brain. I mean, I must have a very strange brain. But where the heck did it go here? Where is my thumbnail? Is it this one right here? Nope, that's not it. Oh, there we go. No, that's not it. I'm looking. I'm looking for my thumbnail project. What did I do? I overlapped stuff. And then it changes the, I thought I wasn't that one. File. I just downloaded it. My gosh. Oh, I've got so much stuff, guys. I completely have too many things. This is not it though. Let me close that one down. Let's see, projects. No, that's not it. Files. There's my Amida one. There's my N3. Dang. I have no idea what happened to my last thumbnail. It's in here somewhere. It usually gets mixed in with stuff, but all right. So I will have a lot of questions for you guys. So as soon as things arrive, I'm probably a week out. I'm guessing the very end of next week. I'm hoping I can get it by Saturday next week. It's kind of timed out nice. Gets shipped on Monday. A couple days to get through customs. I get through by Tuesday afternoon. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it's moving this direction, and then Saturday it actually goes on a truck to get shipped. That's what I'm hoping. That's usually what that's usually what happens in my life. Let's see. Can I find it? Let's see. Oh, there we go. I found it. I want to show you guys. I want to show you guys the thought process that went into my the method of my madness, man. Maybe you guys are working on, maybe you have a channel of your own and you're thinking about, hey, how you do this stuff. I actually could actually create a like a thumbnail channel and what the kinds of things that go in through my head. But but if you look at this one, I wanted moving trees because the the uh the the Air 3S is about obstacle avoidance, right? So I figured I'd put some trees behind it, and too bad I couldn't get a tree moving across the front. I couldn't do that. I guess someday I will be able to. You see how the light comes through there? That was kind of cool. Check that out. Watch that. You see that light? I thought that was cool, and it almost makes the drone look like it's getting lit up, but it doesn't. So kind of fun. And I decided to throw Steve and I. So I find some things, from previous flights. I found a mic with something with a hand with a mic in it. That's not my hand, and it's a live stream, right? But why isn't anybody talking about it? That is really a true question. Why isn't anyone talking about it? It is definitely, there's Steve. It is one of the best drones um out there, if not arguably the best for what it can do. If you're a real estate photographer, if you're going to capture the images that you want in whatever weather. So, and I said, arguably the best drone money can buy at this point, and it's not expensive. If you put the cost of that thing next to what you get in flying, say you just fly with the N3 remote, and then you add let's just say you add a tablet, your own tablet, you now are actually better than if you're flying with the N2 because you're inside of your ecosystem. So if you're a Mac person, you're recording the screen, right? Or if you're an Android person, you're recording the screen. You're now in you have the if you do a screen record. So I'm just saying that there's not a lot of to me there's not a lot of thought. I mean, 1,000 bones for a drone that does that. It's not asking too much. I remember when I bought my Phantom 3, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this thing is so amazing. So yeah, peace of mind, sense of calm. You just don't have, guys. Okay, the only people that get in trouble with this thing, hey, thank you. Hey, Grumpy man, thank you. The only people that get in trouble with this thing are people that think it can fly through trees. It can't fly through trees. You have to have canopy. You have to have solid stuff. Okay. The Mini 4, by the way, actually could detect a net. Okay. There was a black net, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's gonna hit it. It's gonna hit it. It's gonna hit it. Went around metal pole. around the metal pole. Trees. There was probably 4 or 5 trees. And then I had it in circular. It was supposed to circle me and follow me. And that many four freaking it. I don't know if I ever put that video up, but I was walking and walking and walking. It stayed to my right, stayed to my right, stayed to my right, tried to come around me. I changed direction. It came around me, found its way over the trees. I went through the trees again. It was just unbelievable. Missed the freaking light pole, like totally did. It wasn't like it missed it. It detected it. And, I mean, it's just up and down and through, and it's just totally. You're just like, oh my gosh. There's people out there working on this tech, and they're thinking this through. But yeah, there's my trees moving. I thought that was kind of fun. I'm like, I want moving trees. I want a moving background, and that one worked out pretty good. I just stitched two together, so yeah, it turned out kind of fun. I wished I would have moved the drone back so you could see the question mark. That was about the only thing that I would have done different. So yeah, or maybe wrote it in white. I don't know. I wanted it kind of to blend in with the trees. So, and then of course I didn't want it, my face or Steve's face to be the focus of attention. So yeah, Lloyd, be in the house, dropping the freaking big bucks. Thank you so much. Oh, you know what? Let's see if we have guys. Let's see if we have some memberships to give. I got to check out. I'm gonna see. Here we go. Let's see if we've got some. Let's see. Let's get some. Let's see. Do I have any? Let me see if I can get that live chat. I just want to see if I've got. Now Possum can gift them, but let me gift some too. Membership. I can't yet. I think I got a couple more days yet before they let me gift some more. I gifted a ton too long ago. I gifted like 10 out. Possum's my longest real time member. So, and Possum, I did bring back Steve. If you would like me to create a special Steve icon just for you, I will do it. I will take a new picture. To me, my favorite icon of all times, my emoji, is the Mars helicopter. That is my favorite, and I'm still trying to find it in my mess of files. So, um, let's see. Oh, no, I can. I can gift 5 right now. All right, here we go. Yes, I thought I could. Crap, it's February already. I'm like, why can't I gift it? All right, here we go. All right, guys, I'm ready to close up the stream. So here you guys go. I'm gifting out 5 more. There we go. Cool. The newcomers, and then the people hiding in the background. It's just fun. Gives you some fun emojis you can use in the stream. So when you interact, it's just kind of different. Gives you a little bit of power. So yeah, it doesn't cost you anything. So just fun. It's kind of one of those things that the moderator can do. And yes, if you are a member, if you're say you're just paying a buck or whatever, um, those dollars basically you can actually go and moderate and fund and things like that. It's kind of fun. It's a building thing. I'm still getting into the swing of things. I'm hoping that as my channel continues to grow, that I will be able to do more. And right now I am tight. I am so tightly wound because every single thing I do goes right back in here. And all I do is I do what I do. I freaking buy a drone, I use it, sell it, bring the proceeds in, I add accessories to it, I resell it, buy a new, it's just a revolving it's a Ponzi scheme for my oh yes, it's a Ponzi scheme for my betterment. But I get to share drones, and there's a lot of people that's not what they do. They don't they're not presenting things. They don't know. They come to ask questions. They want to know how certain things work for me because I've flown so many drones. How do you start the channel? And then you get into FPV, and it's a totally different world there. So thank you guys. 5 new members right now. Bang. You guys now, HD Rider, Still Life, Steve. Oh, how can Steve the Husky? That's guys. That's my stream elements. I don't know how he gets. Should he even get a membership? Let's see. I don't. I don't know how I can not give him members. It's like a waste of one every so often. So my dog's channel gets a freaking membership. I should actually go to Steve the Husky and then gift some from Steve. So all righty, guys, let's cut it. We are now 113 into this one. Um, and it's time to cut it off. But yeah, so hopefully in a couple days we'll be able to Air 3S it for you. And I really enjoyed flying the Air 3 when the Air 3S came out, and I found all the specs. I was I knew I had to fly it, but I it was so bad, the timing. Um, it just was so hard to you know to buy anything. Everything's been so difficult. So I needed to gain my composure, gain my confidence back that if I was able to buy something, I wasn't gonna, my money wasn't gonna disappear somewhere, because it takes so much time to build. You know, I actually when I send things, say I sell something from my channel that I buy and resell, I put insurance on it now. If I sell something for $300, I put $300 worth of insurance on it to protect that. I'll take the loss, but not take a $300 hit. So yeah, and there's a bunch of you guys that already know how awesome it is. I only know the Air 3, and I thought the Air 3 was probably the most fun. It just it has the compact size. It was so reasonably priced at the time. It still is. You can go buy an Air 3 right now. It's still worth the money. But with the cameras it has, it's just fun. It gives you a different perspective with with value. And now we got lidar. So we got lidar and 1-inch main camera. I can't tell you how happy I am to be able to get that sucker out there. Maybe we'll go back to the freaking. I'll show you the difference between a 1/1.3 and a 1-inch sensor shot of that same cave. But I can definitely we can find another cave, guys. So, all righty, guys. Thank you so much for popping in. I really do appreciate you guys. Um, I do mean it, and thank you for the dollar. I wish I could give more back, but I told you everything that I do is basically it's a Ponzi scheme for my own enjoyment. Um, every once in a while, I siphon some of my own money off the top um, from my wife, and then buy stuff. And she tells me that she's like, "You can't do that. You're buying a case that's for Dad Random. You can't." I'm like, "Yeah, I did. You saw that? You saw that purchase? Like skim off the top." Believe me, she knows. But I think she's happy that I have something to do, and she really likes. I think there's some pride in there. I think my wife has a little bit of pride that I've built this little empire. This little mini empire that's getting bigger. I don't think I've gotten too big for my little mini empire either. So uh, yeah, oh yeah, the 70 mil separation, dude. I every time I say that, I always want to look for the picture. Let me just do a real quick search, okay? Of my favorite 70 mil image. Okay, let me see if I can find it really quick. I don't know if I can. I'm gonna try. Okay, let's see. 2023 probably. Oh wow, look at that footage. Okay, I just want to look really quick. In 2023, it might be. Let's see. It might be 2024, the end of 2023. I just got to get into it's my spring travels is where it happens. There is that the drone? Nope. I have to find the drone. All right. Maybe like I said, if I can find it quick. Yeah, this is getting close. I think I'm close. Let's see. Oh yeah, we're close there. There's some good stuff there. Guys, I take so many images. It's sick. Yeah, we're close. Mini 2 SE. We're around there. Um, got to find my summer stuff. There we go. We're in summer, but like I said, I won't take up too much of your time here. Gosh, I take so many videos. I've just got so much footage. Usually if I got a, yeah, right there, we're May, June here. Let's get to July. There we go. There we are. We're closer. We're closer. That's Mavic 3 period right there. That's Mavic 3. That's not Air. So it should be after Mavic 3 because I sold the Mavic 3 and then I bought the Air 3. I think. Oh well. If you have already left and you're you're not gonna wait. I totally understand. Yeah, here it is. Here's the drone. Now I just gotta find my footage from that summer. I it should have saved them. Should have saved them. There's the Red Mountain. There's some of my e-bikes. And I think I'm gonna just stop it. Right. I'll be more prepared. So what I'll do at next is I will put those images when I do get new images. I will put those side by side using the 70 mil. Yeah, it's just the depth of field, the freaking bokeh you get, and it's the cool kind where you actually can see both images and you get that pop. We call it the 3D pop, but in a constructive way. The constructive 3D pop. Man, come on here. Yeah, I can't. Usually it's the same time. It's June of it's June and it's yeah, there we go. I don't think it's let's see, 3D pop, 3D pop. I found the place. There's the lake. There's the lake. Okay. All right. Not happening. Yeah, that's the air. That's the Mini 3. So, all right, done enough. Okay, enough looking because that is not. I'll just keep looking. You know me. But all right, Dad Random, and I am out of here. Thank you. Have a great Friday. Um, and yeah, hopefully we got some more adventures coming. With maybe some 3D pop. That's got a little bit. What is that one? Is that my air? That's not. That's the Mavic 3. That's Mavic 3 footage. Mavic 3 is good, but it's not 3D pop good. That's the RC1. Yeah. So, but ooh, you know what? It would be cool to do a 3D pop image of. Check this one out. Okay, I'm going to show you something really quick before we go. Okay, this would be a cool one to do some 3D pop with. How about that with the 70 mil? There we go, baby. Yes. Let's do some 3D pop with that. So I know where I'm going with that. That would be fun. I did that with the Mavic 3, I believe. So that is not the Air. That's the Mavic 3. That's the one. That's the micro four thirds camera right there. Um, but you can see. Look at that. You can see that definite line. So that would be fun. And then of course find a hazy day where you get that really. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this is a fun image. I'd like to make the hike too. It's kind of a cool place to go. I can't fly there technically because it's literally in a park, but I go outside and I make the flight and then I hike. So it's very close. The road is very close. I can fly from the road. The road is completely legal. You can fly from a public road and into a park. There's nothing illegal about it. And technically, with the new laws, they really, you know, they can't stop you from filming unless you're completely bugging people. But they can. I mean, they will. And I'm not a pusher of the buttons. So, but yeah, anyway, let's yeah, that is such yeah, that is the Snow Canyon the Snow Canyon cinder cone. So, and you can see Snow Canyon in the background right there. Very beautiful. I can fly into there too, but I have to fly from the street, fly out into it. And it's very difficult. If I had a there's some public accesses where you can see, you need an overlook. I mistakenly flew there one time when I had the Air 2, and I've since started to do the right thing, and not push it. But yeah, this is a very fun image, and I've got a bunch of them. So there's a down image. That's a video. So this will be a really, micro four thirds, man. You did look at that. Isn't that great? Isn't that amazing, guys? This is a 1080 freaking a 1080 channel too. So yeah, that is some cool stuff. Right, we're out of here. But that's not even the picture I was looking for. This is not the picture, Dad Random, that you're looking for. But it's damn good and damn close. All right, I'm out of here. Have a great weekend. Thank you so much. Once again, like if you have not, please hit the thumb. If you would, I really appreciate that if you forgot. Um, and, so please, if you would do that. And that's all I can say, man. Have a great weekend. Oh, look at the clouds. So many, look at that. Clouds in the background. Can I tell you, guys, when I get excited about a picture, it's not fake. Look at them clouds. It looks like a painting. Look at that. Oh my God. Guys, when you freaking look at your own work and you're like, oh my God, that's glorious. That's why we need clouds, man. So, all right, let's get out of here. All right, Dad Random, have a good one. We'll see you. Oh, am I back? Oh, maybe not. See you again.